I was going through all of the songs that I've written earlier, and I was looking for one that showed the difference between who I am now and who I was a year ago. And I realised that I hadn't written one yet. And that was a few days ago, but I just thought I want to do this today. And I thought that instead of writing a song, or maybe as well as writing a song, I could do this too, which is a update video. And it's been a really long time since I've done one of these, I think. And I just wanted to talk about myself. But you know what? I honestly deserve it. After the things I've been through. In my head, I was just like, because I'm freaking awesome. And like, yes, exactly. This video, I just need to be unabashed because this video is literally talking about my healing journey, about me. So to be honest, if people want to think, oh, she's talking about herself, they can do what they want, because I know I'm freaking awesome and I've gained that self-confidence over the last year. First point. Yes, unabashedly me. I'm freaking awesome. I want to talk about my healing journey, but also talking to the camera and talking out loud is kind of helping me get my thoughts out. And I might as well put it on YouTube because... So, this video is a celebration of who I've become. And to just take pride in myself, in how far and how much that I have had to go through this year. Last year, I was working really hard. But when I was reading through my planner a few hours ago, I was thinking to myself, this girl was working so hard to be successful at anything. I worked so hard, I had no breaks, and no wonder I got burnt out. I got burnt out because I would work, and even though I said I'm going to finish at 6 p.m, I would often continue doing my tasks until 10 p.m. every single night, every single day, apart from one day a week, because being productive felt good, and because I was so desperate to become successful. It came from another insecurity. But I looked at that girl and I thought to myself, she's naive. Working so hard to become successful at anything without my heart being on fire for something yet. Of course, I always had my passions in the background, but I didn't let myself feel them. I didn't allow myself to see what I truly wanted. Then I auditioned for Alan Chicken Chow and High Beat America's co-ed group. It lit this fire in me. I am very spiritual, and the angels, if you don't believe in angels, then this will make me seem like a loon, but you are just not living in the magic. My angels told me that to rediscover what I really want. They were saying, you need to... Basically, all they wanted me to do was to rediscover the fact that I want to be famous, and that I have always wanted to be famous, but not fame particularly, being recognized. And that sounds like the same thing, but there's a difference. It's kind of hard to explain. It's like, I don't care about people knowing me, but at the same time, that's exactly what I want. It's kind of hard to explain. Anyway, the angels just wanted me to accept this truth that I was running from. They wanted me to think, yes, it was the catalyst for everything. Because eventually I'm talking like this. I need to not talk like that so that my voice isn't crackly, vocal fry. Let me get more excited for this video, bro. Let me be more excited and talk in a higher voice, like this. Fuck's sake. And that was so, it would lead to me lighting the fire within myself. But shit happened and I started desiring it so much that everything else faded away. It was the only thing that I thought about for months, and that's good for law of attraction and manifestation. Number one. Number two, if I say this, I don't know if it's going to be seen, because I know you're watching, but I don't know if it's going to be seen as presumptuous, but like, I'm psychic and I believe in fate and I know when things are going to happen, like I know. So I'm just waiting at this point for my call back, because I can say at this point, like, beyond 99.9999% sure, even though I haven't heard anything back, like, I know. But I ended up desiring it. God, that feels good to say out loud. Can we just like expressing that and claiming that, like, yes, I am going to pass this audition. It feels so good. Because before, when I've talked to people about it, I've been like, yeah, I'm like 99% sure. But like, this was me really just reclaiming, just like owning my fucking psychicness, like my badassery. My psychic abilities, okay? Just owning that. It felt good. Yes, bro. That felt amazing. Yes, like, I'm going to get this. I know I'm going to get this. Okay. This feels good. Okay. Yes, it lit this fire in me that it was all I thought about, but everything else fell to the wayside, so it became so painful to actually do my passions, like dance or write my book or my lyrics or sing, because it made me desire it to the point where it was painful. You know, I wanted so bad. Not to the point it was before, because now I understand that it's not. I know it's coming, so I'm relaxing. Like, I'm relaxing. I don't need to be so laser focused. What am I doing? I don't need to be so laser focused, because like, I know. But then, because I know that it's coming, it's becoming like I have started working on my passions again. Like, I'm getting back into writing, and I'm getting back into dancing, and I've missed it so badly, but I understand why it needed to happen. Last year I was working really hard, but my routine kind of fell to the wayside because shadow work needed to happen. And I don't regret it. It was always that way. When I was working super hard, like morning till 10 p.m, I would set off days for like, okay, 3 days this week I'm going to do shadow work. Did it happen? Did it not? Like, no, the fuck it didn't. So it always had to be productivity and work or shadow work. Shadow work being the witchy word for extreme introspection and healing, or the dark night of the soul. And I don't regret it, because I am a completely different person now. I love myself. And at the start of this process last year, I started around November, like I did 1 or 2, and then it really kicked off in January of this year, 2025. But last year I was unrecognizable. There were some things that I had now that I still had then that I have now, but I am so much better. It was true hell. My dark night of the soul was one of the hardest things that I've ever had to go through, other than the traumas. But facing your demons and your shadows and those dark parts of yourself every day, it takes a lot of physical energy, because you don't realize how much emotional trauma is stored up physically, and then the physical purge to get that negative shit out. It was tiring, and because it was so hard, I learned strength. I don't know why I just looked to the side. I guess some psychological thing saying that I feel weird claiming these things out loud. Like, yes, I am strong, I am powerful, like I've learnt my power and how freaking like incredible I am. And God, I suppose it doesn't make a difference whether I'm looking at the camera or whether I'm looking at here, but talking to the camera makes me feel like I'm being direct. I'm directly saying like, yes, this is what I am. This is who I've become. This is how much better I am. This is how much I've healed. And now I'm going to talk like this because I feel like I've been so nonchalant that my voice, I was just talking with vocal fry. So now I'm going to talk like this without a speck of vocal fry so that I can continue talking longer. So this is how I speak when I meet someone new for the first time. When I'm comfortable, I'm just like, yeah, and la 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 la. But when I am meeting someone new, I have like a high voice like this, and I don't know how different that sounds on camera, but I don't think it's this exaggerated when I meet new people anyway. But yeah, I'm trying to talk higher. Anyway, I'm just gonna pull up an Instagram post of I called it Who I Am After Forging Myself Through Fire. Basically, who I am after the crazy shadow work that I did. Just the pain, healing, just torturing myself in order to become a better person, basically. Let's have a look. I'm just going to read this out. And I'm rambling, I know, but if you want to watch it, you can. During the ordeal, I called it an endurance test, to live through hell every day. But I realized something recently. Every time I wanted to quit, I told myself, quitting is not an option, I can't quit, and pulled myself up. I could have quit. I spent so long not doing anything about it, and eventually I just got so tired that I decided to do something. And through that, I learned perseverance. Because I was doing that something for a very long time. I learned how to pull myself out of those dark moments with a solution-focused mindset. The only thing I can do is fix it, so let's fix it and persevere. Okay, wait. This paragraph completely sums up the feeling that I was trying to describe, and I described it way better in writing. So, I found an inner strength in the pain. This is a paragraph from a past diary entry. This will never get easier, shadow work. It always fucking sucks, but I do it anyway, and I'm proud of myself for that. I've come to find some comfort in the familiarity of the pain. I can laugh at it when I'm terrified or feeling bad before a shadow work session. It's like greeting an old frenemy, and in a way it makes me feel strong because I know I can handle it. Anything bad that comes my way is something that I know I can handle because of the hell I've experienced before. And that's what I'm talking about. Knowing that you can handle so much pain gives you so much strength. And that's one of the biggest things that I should honestly remind myself of more. Because like I'm a badass. Straight up. I'm gonna need to put these back on. I told Mum the other day that I know how to pull myself out of dark spirals, dark places, and stop spirals, and she said, "You've mastered your mind." And I really like that. I know myself to a crazy degree now, and I am very emotionally in tune with myself. When I feel bad, I will figure out the reason and then talk to myself until I feel better, and it works because I know my shadows. I'm not perfect at it, and sometimes it's hard to stop a spiral. Sometimes the only thing that helps is cheap YouTube dopamine, but I can usually stop my anxiety and make myself feel better. That was during the Dark Night of the Soul. But because I'm not doing my shadow work anymore, I'm not feeling anxious anymore. Like, I feel good. Mostly. Like, there's not that constant thought on my mind, like, oh, I need to do shadow work. Like, the constant fear of, yep, it's time to face the darkest parts of myself. This is gonna fucking suck. This is gonna fucking suck. There's no longer that constant drain on my mind. Like, it's a relief, honestly, to know that the shadow work is over. And in this post, I was saying that the dark night was over, but Maybe that initial phase was, but it continued until very recently. It is October now. Through September, I was furious, and then I let all of that anger go, and that was my last shadow. Apart from, like, the next one, which was involving an ex-friend. So yes, in general, I am happier than I was, which is good, which feels good. And the other thing was about I am powerful. I found my power yesterday. That was one of the other points on the post, which was the endurance test that I was talking about. And that is how I found my power. I didn't even realize that I needed to. I didn't realize that I had felt powerless since my childhood. But feeling powerful feels amazing, and it's led to even more realization of my power, of my psychic power, of how much of a witch I am. How, like, my predictions always come true. They just do. How I can talk to the angels, how they talk to me, how I'm constantly looking out for signs and making messages out of puzzle pieces. Like, I feel like a badass. Constantly. I feel like a badass when I think about it. But I am. Oh, and the final thing from that post was, I always used to say that I'm determined, but since visualizing my desires and knowing that they'll come to life, I have this fire in me that I've never seen before. I've always had passion. But the other day, Mum asked me whether I'm ready for the gossip she thinks will happen in an entertainment program that I hope I get into. I mentioned the one. And the first thing I said was, let them talk. No one's going to stop me from becoming number one. And when I said that, I shocked even myself. I was like, whoa, there's some determination. Look how much I've changed. Like, get rid. I will forge my path. I'm gonna be number one. And now that I've healed, now that I've gone through the necessary dark shit, I cannot wait to get back to being productive. I can't wait to start filling my day with things that I love: writing, dancing, songwriting, novel writing, dance practice, vocal practice, going to work on my work days. I can't wait to see what I will be like in those productive... Sorry, a video is just playing. That's annoying. I can't wait to see what I will be like as this new healed version of myself in a productive, work-heavy kind of routine. I can't wait to see how I'm like now. I just know that I'm gonna fucking crush it. And there is the point of this entire video. I didn't know why I wanted to do this video, but that right there, it was to tell myself that I am going to crush it. I'm gonna crush it! Now that I'm healed, being productive again, like, I was kind of scared that because as I said before, it was one or the other. I kind of forgot how to be productive, how to fill my day and do routine things, because when I was doing my shadow work, healing happens when healing happens. If I need to release something, it's gonna come out, and I allow it to. I could shove it down, but that was kind of the opposite of my philosophy, and is now the opposite of my philosophy. I'm not gonna shove it down, I'm gonna let it come out. And that happened when it happened, which you can imagine is not very good for a routine or productive anything. But now that the shadow work is over, I can finally get back to routine and productivity and hard work, bro. I've missed it. I've missed the satisfaction at the end of a day, of a good hard working day. And I can work knowing that my future will be successful. I'm set. My mental health is set. My mind is so hyper-focused. Like, I know what I want. I know that I'm gonna get it because it's fated. And now I can't wait to see how well I do in channeling my fire. I thought that literally like an hour ago. It didn't occur to me until then. I have so much fire and it's just been like, but channeling it into something, I think I could go really far. And I know that that's what's going to get me through the program when I eventually pass. On a side note, one of the things that my angels told me was about my Platonic soulmate that they have been promising me that I'm going to meet. And I keep getting 46, 46, which in numerology means 4 means building foundations and hard work and building things. And 6 is about relationships and family and love. And just platonic love too. And at first, like I go on Joanne's Sacred Scribes. That's the one website of numerology I frequent because there's no bullshit. This is what angel numbers are. She just gets to the point. She writes for the witches as a witch. But that message on there did not fit. It didn't resonate. So it was kind of obvious, and the angels were telling me sometimes think about what you know, what you understand the meanings to be, and then make the meaning out of it. Like 4 means this, 6 means this. What does 46 mean? Building connections. My soulmate wants to build a connection with me, and I know they've been watching, and that might freak you out. I don't know how spiritual you are, but I can't wait to meet you. I really can't wait to meet you. For context, I don't know who this person is, but the angels have been telling me, and I've been getting intuitively that they've been watching my Instagram and YouTube, and they're most likely a guy, and some other stuff about their personal life that I won't get into. I was getting a lot of tarot videos before I kind of figured this out. And I thought that these tarot videos were about me. I can't put this online. Anyway, I thought these tarot videos were about me and my relationships with my ex, but no siree. It was about my divine counterpart, my Platonic soulmate's relationships. And that's so crazy to me because the entire time, these tarot videos, these tarot cards haven't been reading just my energy, they've been reading my Platonic soulmate's energy. How crazy is that? Like, how is it reading someone else's energy through me? Isn't that so incredible? Like, oh my god, It's literally so incredible, like, I know tarot videos are amazing. I know tarot cards are amazing, a tool of divination. But fucking hell, they're amazing. Yeah, so let's get back to it. They're a guy. The things in my tarot videos haven't been about me, they've been about him. Opposite schedules I've been getting. We will have opposite schedules, yet it will be easy to hang out and to build a relationship, a friendship. There will be absolutely no attraction between each other, and I know that because of the tarot videos I've been getting, and because I want to focus on... It sounds like so conceited when I say it, but straight up becoming a pop star. I felt really good to say. Yeah, becoming... Like, why can't I say it? No, because when I say it, it's like, fuck's sake, bro, becoming a pop star. But now I'm in my head. Anyway, opposite schedules. So I'm pretty sure. Going into this is crazy. Like, this is so weird because I know that they're going to be watching this maybe. And that some other people in my past are definitely watching this. So going into the signs are like, oh, oh God. No, because I feel like I still haven't fully owned my psychic power. I live a very divinely guided life, but to the majority of people out there who aren't spiritual, they think, okay, so for 5 minutes I've just been rambling about trying to like prove my psychic power because I don't fully feel confident or grounded in it yet, I guess. Like I still haven't fully, I think I'm afraid to accept the full extent of my power because I am like crazy psychic. Like you can't hide shit from me. I'm doing it fucking again. Like I want to explain myself, but I also don't want it to be in a way that is defending myself, because that just shows insecurity that I'm not fully like accepting of it yet and confident in it. This video has just been a whole ramble of my thoughts. I know it hasn't. It had a point, obviously, but okay. So, how I have changed. I'm a completely different person in general. But as a child, I was very strong too. I've always had that strength. Number 2, I'm not just loving myself as who I am, I'm looking at the past me too, which is something that I, struggled with to the end, but like I was a whole badass as a child. Even though I went through some shit, I was still so strong and still so brave and courageous. Like, Number 3, that whole thing about being productive and then doing shadow work, so I couldn't be productive because it was either or, and then trying to be productive again, but wanting the goal of, high B so bad that it became painful to desire. I had so much fire in me and I didn't know how to channel it because I couldn't channel it because my life is stagnant right now, but it won't be soon. I know it won't be soon, but for now, I can channel it into preparing, channeling my fire, channeling that desire. Number 4, why was that so much more succinct? Number 4, I am psychic as hell, and I know it's coming. But legit though, I know it's coming, and I can't wait to meet my platonic soulmate. Which brings me to the rambling. Let's ramble a bit more. The thing is, like, I never let my thoughts loose. Do you know what I mean? Because at the moment I don't speak to that many people, so I just never really like voice my thoughts. I don't ever just go on a ramble and just say what I'm thinking. What a time to start. Shall I voice my thoughts? I think I'm going to talk about specific signs. This right here, just give me a minute. It's quite big. This right here is my number 6 shadow work diary. It's not, I haven't got 6 diaries of shadow work. It's my sixth diary, number 6, and it is a huge ass folder. I don't know if it's showing the correct size. It is so big that I'm trying to show it without showing what's on the page. But can you see that it is so close to the top that all I have to do is, yeah, do you know what I mean? It's just a flick. And because it's so high. But yeah, this is my shadow work diary. Anyway, my point is, there are so many millions and hundreds of thousands of signs that I don't know where to begin. Because I'm so divinely in tune. It's like I get 100 signs a day, and there are incredible ones that I've just been even shocked at, even me, like how many signs I get, I'm like, whoa, that is incredible. Seriously, God and the angels are amazing. But it's kind of just like, I saved all of my notes of these signs because I'm in my notes app more than any other app on my phone. So I sent them to my Gmail, and I'm just going to trawl through them and try and find the most amazing ones. And then I can ramble and just be excited about it on camera, to be honest, because I want to be excited. I want to feel good. So let's feel good. So the first time that I ever got clairaudience is like, there are 5 clair abilities: clairvoyance, clairaudience, I don't know. But clairaudience is hearing things from divinity. And this is the clearest sentence that I've ever gotten. I was half asleep, right? So that probably helped, that I was in between the stages of sleep and wakefulness, because that's kind of the liminal space where you just get more subconscious, subliminal things that come to you. But it was, be patient, darling. Please be patient, darling. It's okay. It'll happen. And it was as clear as a bell. It was like someone was talking in my ear. Okay? It was freaky. Because back then, a few months ago, like, I wasn't accustomed to it. And just the way that God reaches out, or the way that God speaks through people. Obviously, people are saying their own words because they're people, brains cannot be hijacked, but I do believe that thoughts come from God, and the desire to speak, like everything, it just comes from God. So I was in Manchester visiting my brother, and a song came on, and I listened to everything around me. Because I am spiritually awakened, I see signs and I see magic in everything, and it is like God is always speaking to you. The angels are always speaking to you. And a song came on in the Uber that we were in, and it was, the lyrics that were playing was, "I came here for love, I want you to reach out." And that was at the time when the angels were really laying it on thick that I'm going to meet someone. They gave me a prophecy at the beginning of all this, that I would meet a mentor who would help me become number one. That was the very first prophecy that I ever got from the angels, and that was the first time that I ever went into the headspace where you can directly talk to the spirits. And there are different kinds, but I mean in Sanatani philosophy kind of headspace, not the pagan upper world, lower world, middle world. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't know. That is a whole other conversation. Yeah, anyway, that was the first time that I heard it. They gave me this prophecy, and then since then they've been giving me lots of different signs that I'm going to meet this new person. And at first I thought that perhaps my platonic soulmate and my mentor were different, but I'm pretty sure that they're the same person. Like, I'm almost like 100% sure. No, like, I'm 100% sure. The signs that I've been getting, I've been building an image in my mind, puzzle pieces, different messages, forming a picture, and it doesn't make sense for this picture to be something else. Do you know what I mean? Like, these pieces have come together to form this thing. So it's I know I'm right, in other words. That was actually incredibly succinct. The amount of angel numbers that I get on a daily basis, I don't believe that coincidences exist. So this is actually low-key fun. Just side note, this is low-key incredible to be able to just ramble about all the signs that I've been getting. Like, yeah. I can't wait to meet this platonic soulmate and ramble about my signs to him, I'm pretty sure. But, so, I was dreaming about being with fictional people I knew from my past, sitting on a broken wall, and I was feeling bad. And then I looked up at the sky and thought to myself, don't worry, Uma, this isn't it for me. I can sit here safe in the knowledge that I'm going to be a famous superstar one day. And then I woke up, switched on my phone, and it was 10:26 in the morning. Do y'all know what 1026 means? Let me just break down these angel numbers. 10 is the number of endings, right? It means that the end of a journey, completion. And 26 is about is about wealth and fame and recognition. But not really wealth, that's 8. 26 is about fame and recognition. 1026, the end of this stagnation, the end of this nothingness in my career. 26, it's just the hundreds of millions of trillions of times that I get angel numbers a day. The signs upon signs upon signs. You start, when you live spiritually, when you're awakened and you get these signs, you believe, you can't say that it's a coincidence, because it's fucking not. The amount of times every day, and in the most creative ways that you would never expect. Like, God is the master storyteller, and I am thankful to have that creativity too, and I know why, but that's another story for another day, or that's another, I guess, philosophy lesson for another day. Next, why is it low-key like shit framing now? What happened? Now this one is super... This one was it was one of the first times where I predicted something, and it blew my mind. I was so dialed in. The amount of times, because, you know, I was talking about, it was all I thought about, this goal, Hybe, America, and Alan Chicken Shell. And I feel like when you are thinking about something that much, you make the other person think about it too. That sounds Looney Tunes, but attraction, law of attraction, thoughts, everyone is one, everything is connected, so minds are connected, kind of. So I watch a tarot reader called Natija, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, Natija Cave, and I love her energy, but I was just watching a random tarot video, it wasn't relevant, or actually, no, it is relevant, looking at the notes that I wrote. Okay, Natija on a tarot video said, Spirit is preparing a collective of new celebrities, and then, out of nowhere, I heard a really clear word in my head, superheroes. At first, I was like, the fuck? Why did I just randomly hear superheroes? But, okay. But then a moth flew towards me as if I am the star, as if I'm the light. And I thought that was an incredible sign, because when you get hundreds of millions of angel numbers a day, you kind of get used to it, and it takes more to be like, whoa. At first, when I got these angel numbers, I was eating everything up, like, this is novelty, this is new, this is amazing. But when you get used to it, the angels kind of have to try harder to get my attention, be more creative with their signs. So I thought that was an incredibly creative sign, and it was at a really dark point in my life. Like, I just was in the lowest pits of despair. So when they gave me this sign, it was I didn't notice it at the time, but looking back on it, like, they were trying to cheer me up, and I'm grateful to them for that. But the next day, I thought to myself, why did I suddenly think of superheroes? And I just found out that the latest video Alan posted was about Superman. I am so dialed in that I'm getting thoughts about Alan Chicken Chow, and I suspect that it's the other way around too. I am so aligned, and everything that I think seems to just happen for me. I have spent months thinking of them constantly. I am connected, and my constant thinking about Hybe and Alan will probably be causing them to think about me too. That was one of the most incredible ones. And the latest video about gaming, and nah. I'll talk about that one separately when I meet him. Nah. Let's just say that I think my mentor, or my Platonic soulmate, has been going through a very similar healing journey. That our healing journeys have been mirroring each other's. and that they may be one of the minds behind the creative ideas for Alan Chickenshaw's videos. Yeah. Okay. So, this one is amazing. I was trying to get into the gym after hours, using a code on someone else's phone that I took a photo of. I was just starting to put in the code. I pressed one button, and the door opened because someone came out. At that exact moment, the song Access by Jackson Wang started playing. The number on the phone had 844 in it. And I saw more angel numbers to confirm that. A door is going to open for me soon. That access to the music industry is coming to me so soon. Bruh, the moment I put in one button, after hours, they just happened to come out at that exact moment, and the Jackson Wang Access started playing. Just give me access. Come on, bro. The moment the door opened, just give me access. Come on. I love angels so much sometimes. I love God. I love the angels. These signs sometimes blow my mind. And looking back on it, it's like, it's like crazy. Like, yay. This one just sounds like a, when it comes, it'll come in suddenly, fast, and all at once. I was talking about my blessings, but reading that back, it sounds like a sex joke. I just thought it was funny. God is speaking to me. You just have to keep your eyes open. I understand that not everyone has gone through their spiritual awakening yet, so they're just not gonna experience that, and some people never will, but it's just fun to... It feels like trying to prove an impossible thing to people who think it's impossible. It's not impossible to me because I see it on a daily basis. But to get people... I understand that seeing is believing. And if you don't experience or see the things, like, I understand you're not going to believe it, but it is my reality. And I don't know why I'm trying to prove something to people who probably... Some people will never, if they watch this and they're atheists, they will never understand. And they'll never accept it, because that's just the path that God's put them on, and that's fine. But it's just... I understand that seeing is believing, but I still want to share... I just want to share my passion. I guess spirituality is a passion too. And I mean, it is. I get excited about it. Philosophy is a passion for sure, but getting the signs from the angels, you know, I get excited about it because it's incredible. God fucking speaks to me, bro. So I'm very sure about this, that it is going to happen for me, because the angels made it very clear to me what my purpose is in life. And my purpose is very, very much intertwined with, in order to complete my purpose, I need to have a platform. And I need recognition, which is why I know it'll happen. Because obviously it's fated that I'm here to complete my purpose. So yeah, the doors will be open for me to make that happen. So yeah, I'm going to end this video because I've been talking for a long time, and it's probably not a good idea to start editing now, but I want to put this video out, so be warned, it is. So that's why the editing isn't so good. But also, I don't like editing. It fucking sucks. So I'm not going to. Freedom. I fucking hate editing. Editing can suck it. I'll do the basic cuts, and even that is gonna be like... But you know what? I want this video out because sharing my thoughts and feelings with the world is good. It feels like expressing myself, so here we go. Goodbye. Bye.